Hey, alright, welcome to my YouTube channel. As I promised that I'll be answering an exam question, so this is an exam question I would like to answer on linear programming. So this question, they have said, is it Himakwebo orders maize and groundnuts? So this guy is ordering two things, and the order price of a bag of maize is 75. So the bag of maize is being ordered at 75 kwacha, and that of a bag of groundnuts is 150. So a bag of groundnuts is being ordered at 150. So he is prepared to spend up to this much altogether. So when the total money he's about to spend to buy groundnuts and maize is 7,500 over here. He intends to order at least 5 bags of maize and at least 10 bags of groundnuts. He does not want to order more than 70 bags altogether, not more than 70 bags. Okay, so what we'll do is this. They have said X should represent what? X should represent maize on A, and then Y represents groundnuts. They want us to write 4 inequalities. So what we do, we follow the statement. So we know X is for maize. So write M, and Y is for groundnuts, which is G. So whenever we want to write maize, we'll be using the letter X, and for groundnuts we'll be using letter Y. So what we'll do here is we'll get 75 X, because each bag of maize is being bought at 75, or it's costing 75 kwacha. So it will be 75, the price of each bag, multiplied by maize, then total number of maize, plus 150 Y. This 150 is for groundnuts. So each bag of groundnuts is costing 150. They have said this and this should not exceed 7,500. This is the money the guy has 7,500. So whenever he buys maize and groundnuts, which is costing this each bag, and groundnuts which is costing this, so when you put up the total, it should not pass what this guy has, which is 7,500. So it should be less or equal. It shouldn't be more, but it should be less. When he spends all the money to buy this, it should be less or equal to 1,500. So we have one inequality there. The other one will be, but this one can be reduced. We can divide by 75, divide by 75. So here it will be X plus, this will be 3y less or equal to, this one will be, is it 45, if I'm not mistaken? Yeah, it's supposed to be 45. 7,500 divide by 75. So 7,500 divided by 75. Yeah, sorry, it's supposed to be 100 here. Yeah, supposed to be 100 here. 150 divided by 75. Yeah, supposed to be 2 here, of course. So one of our inequality will be X plus 2y is less or equal to 100. So we have this one. So get our graph paper and write one of the inequalities we have. So we'll say this is question A. We'll write inequality number 1 will be X plus 2y is less or equal to 100. So we have managed to write one. The other one will be, we'll say, we'll follow the statement. It says he is prepared to spend up to this altogether in buys he intends to order at least 5 bags of maize. Maize is X. At least it should be greater or equal to 5. Number 3, and at least 10 bags of groundnuts. Y is for groundnuts. At least is greater or equal 10. And then which other one? He does not want to order more than 70. So more than 70, since he does not want to order more than 70, so you say X plus Y should not pass what? Should not pass 70. So this is how these 4 inequalities will look like. This is how we find. And the next question, they say using the scale of 2 centimeters to represent 10 bags. So each box, big box, is 2 centimeters. So going up is supposed to be, so this, I'm talking about these boxes, is 2 centimeters. Each box this way and this way is 2 centimeters. So they have said each box 2 centimeters to represent 10 bags on each axis, so X and Y axis. So you'll be moving like 10, 20, 30, going up, and this way 10, 20, up to 70, because they've said this is supposed to end at 70. They've given us the range over here. So we can do this. I apologize for this question. You're not supposed to use a pen. You're supposed to use a pencil, but I want you to be able to see what I'm doing. I'll use a pen. I apologize for using a pen, but you're not allowed to use a pen. I want you to understand what is happening. So you know that this is our y-axis, and over here our x-axis, we make our x-axis. This is our x-axis. So here we put x. So this is 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, up to 70 here. And then this side it will be 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, up to 70. So we can plot these inequalities. Okay, so whichever we want to start with, let me start with the bottom one, the x plus y is equal to 70. If you haven't watched my video on the introduction of linear programming, you can watch so that you see on how to plot the equations or inequalities. So this one will pass on 70 here and there. So it will look like this. So it will pass on 70, and this side it will also pass on 70 on the y-axis. Y-axis pass on 70 and x-axis. They have said it's less. So less is less. Less supposed to be down here. So since we are shading the unwanted, we shade the top part. So I did this video on how to shade. You can check on one of my videos where I was talking about shading. So this is how you shade this part. And then we can also plot y is greater or equal to 10. So y is greater or equal to 10, you go on y-axis where 10 is, make a line there. So they said it's greater. So greater is this side. We shade the opposite, which is the less, down here. So after that, we can shade x is greater or equal to 5. So you go on x-axis. X-axis, where is 5? 5. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's supposed to be here. So this is our 5. Make sure you don't miss. Use a rule nicely. So they said greater. Greater is this side, as we shade this, the opposite side, the unwanted region. So the other one, which is this inequality, it will look like this. It will pass through 50 here, and then on y-axis and x-axis it will pass through 100. So you can pick any other coordinate where it's passing, so that you just plot like this. So it will be, they said it's less is down here. Okay, it's down, so we shade the bottom part, the top part. So it's like this. So if you can see nicely, there is a part which has not been shaded. This is the part we call R, and these are the points where R has not been shaded. So it has formed some kind, I don't know this shape, I don't know how to call it. So it has formed this shape, the wanted region. So we're done with this one. We go to question, we have answered question B over here, question B. So we'll go to question C. So question C, they have said, given that the profit of a bag of maize is, this is a profit of a bag of maize, and on a bag of a profit on a bag of maize is this 125, and on a bag of groundnuts it's 50, maize 25, groundnuts 50. And then they say, how many bags of each type should he order to have maximum profit? So what we basically do here is we get the numbers we've been given. Here they've said 25. So this is question C. So you say 25 is for X, it's for maize, plus 50 Y, which is for groundnuts, is equal to T, any letter. This is called objective function. So what we normally do once we get this, we start checking. Okay, we get the coordinates here. What coordinates are here? There is 60, 10. Here there is 40, 30. Here we have so this is 47, I'm sorry, it's 5, sorry, 5, 47. Here we have 5, 40. So which one do you think can give us a maximum profit? Here. So what we do, we get the coordinates. Okay, we can test. We get the coordinates. I'll start with these. So once we get these coordinates, let me write my objective function, this function here. Let me write it here so that we can be able to see 25x plus 50y is equal to t. So we'll use this function to test which one is bigger. So we'll start saying, okay, the coordinates here are we have 60, 10. So we'll say 25 over here, 25, open bracket, where there's x here, we'll put the x value here is 60. So we'll say 60 close plus 50, 10, which is y, and it's giving us what? 2000. So let me just put it here. So for this one we have 2000. That's the maximum for this one. For or that's the value for this one. For this one, we'll say 25, open bracket, 40 plus 50, open bracket, 30. So here, this x value 40, I put it where x is, and then I put y, which is 30, the y value, I put it here, and then I solve. I'm getting 25. For this one, it's giving me 2,500. This one, you do the same. So we say 25, open 5 plus 50, open 47. This is giving me 2,475. We come to this one, it's 25, open 5 there, plus 50, open 40, solve. It's giving me 2,125 kwacha. So which one is the maximum here? It's this one, which has the maximum value. It's this one. Okay, so our answer here for the question where they have said how many bags of each type should be ordered. So we know that X is what? Is maize, and Y is groundnut. So we say 40 bags of maize and 30 bags of ground nuts. So these are the solutions: 40 and 40 bags of maize and 30 bags of groundnuts. Just get the coordinates. This is for groundnuts and this is for maize. Lastly, they have said what is this estimate of maximum profit. So the maximum profit, you just get this same value over here. This is the maximum profit. That's all. Thank you very much. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and be able to watch more videos.